And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel, guys. The best men's channel on YouTube. And no cap, comment where you guys are from. What time is it? Hashtag self-developed army. And let's get this video going, guys. Straight to it, guys. In today's video, I titled it, or believe I titled it, Stop Worshipping Man. Now, the reason we're speaking of this video is because I made a reel, my last reel, which definitely was very controversial. And it was just on that. I said, if you worship men like Tate or Jordan Peterson, you, my friend, are going to hell. Now, of course, guys, it's clicky. It's very easy to take a 60-second video out of context. I understand, and I take, full accountability for the people who, kind of misunderstood what I was saying. It's fine, guys. That's marketing. It's life, It's going to trigger people. And I knew when I said Jordan Peterson, it would really trigger a lot of people. I lost about 1,000 followers from that reel, and I'm glad because it genuinely convicted them. Now, let me further reiterate what I mean in this video in a more kind of elongated version and why it's very important, and I stand by it 100%. Guys, straight to it. In the Bible, out of the 10 commandments, the first one is, what is it? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And unfortunately, guys, or fortunately to some people, I don't know, depends how you look at it, but it's unfortunate. Our society tells you to do just that. It breaks that first commandment. And I would believe, and I do believe it breaks that first commandment because through that commandment being broken, all other commandments are much easier to negate, to neglect, right? What does our society do in a nutshell? It glorifies anything and everything that is anti-God. Now, I'm not saying Jordan Peterson or Tate are anti-God necessarily. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what it does is it creates anything that it possibly can. You have to understand Satan rules this world, so he will create or propagate anything or anyone that can possibly become an idol instead of God the Father. This is why a lot of, celebrities in the political stage, or the, I guess you could say like the music industry, political as well, right? Even politicians, guys, it's everywhere, guys. I'm really encouraging you and challenging you to really look deeper. I'm talking about some of your heroes. I'm not going to name names, but some of your heroes who have done a lot of good work seemingly on paper. Guys, do you want to know what it comes down to at the end of the day? If they are not for Christ, if they are not openly declaring, yes, I make this and I say this boldly, if they or you are not openly declaring that Christ is Lord, if it's not evident that you're a Christian on this side, and I don't mean politically left or right, no, I just mean you're on this side of the fence. You're an open Christ follower. You can tell, you don't even have to tell me that. I can just see it through your lifestyle. If you're not for this, right? You're not for us, you're against us. You're of the world. Yes, even if you're lukewarm, guys, even if you're on the fence, God's going to spit you out. You're on this side of the fence. I say this to myself. I say this to everybody. And I do believe these men, or any man, even if, let's bring it full circle, even if they are a full Christ follower, you cannot glorify them. You cannot make that your God above the real God, above Christ. Why? Because all of us as men, I don't care how virtuous they are, I don't care if it's Trump, if it's Jordan Peterson, if it's what politician, guys, we've all fallen short. We've all sinned, and we are not Christ. Christ is the only man who walked this earth sinless. He is the only individual that we glorify and look up to. No man, not my pastor, not Jordan Peterson, nobody. Now, can we look up to them? Yes, but to glorify or to worship them or to place them above God the Father is wrong. And any good leader, from what I've noticed, will tell you just this. They will tell you not to glorify them. My pastor never tells us to glorify him. He's there to glorify Christ. Now, again, we learn from them. We look up to them. We applaud them. We appreciate them, as I appreciate guys like Tate and Jordan Peterson. I greatly appreciate their works and what they've done to help the movement, but they're not Christ. And it's time for you guys to start realizing this. Why do I say this? Because the same men, and believe me, I've met a lot of them that glorify these men. I'm talking about straight up worship them. They do not worship Christ. They definitely don't worship Christ. Or if they do, they are quote unquote Christians, they're very lukewarm. And they will spend so much money. Guys, I've literally been in these individuals' houses. I'm not going to say who they are. And I know I'm looking a little tired, guys. I film these late. It's kind of a problem I have. I'll be honest, guys. You see, we're all sinners, guys. We're all gonna fall short. Even me, when I make these videos and it seems righteous, I'm speaking of Christ. I'm a nobody. I'm literally, compared to Christ, I am a nobody, and I don't have to tell you guys this, but that's kind of like what I'm propagating. I want you guys to stop worshiping red-pilled YouTubers. I want you to stop worshiping Hamza or dick sucking any self-development YouTuber, because you really helped me and changed my life. That's great. That's awesome, guys. We should applaud that, and we should, maybe revere is not the right word, but we should look highly upon these men. But we are all sinners. We've all fallen short, and whether you like this or not, we're all going to have our best interest in mind. I'm sorry to break it to you guys, even as born-again Christians, I believe these are some of the most righteous people who will walk the earth. But even then, my friend, they can only be beacons to the one above. Guys, this is very important, and maybe this video, for some of you guys sounds like common sense. Maybe you don't need this. Maybe you have your hierarchy in order, but unfortunately, the majority of individuals, myself included in the past, did not. We worship these men, and I'm really challenging you. I want you to look yourself in the mirror. Who are you worshiping? Are you putting, or think about this, guys. I knew individuals who would pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to go to front row seat tickets of Jordan Peterson, but don't go to church. Take that in, and church is free. Or they won't buy a Bible. They won't invest a little bit into maybe even a Bible app, but they'll, wait hours in line for a backstage ticket for some man. No man is worth glorifying like that, in my opinion. And maybe it's because as I'm born again and I come closer to Christ, I see how sinful we all are. I really believe that's what it is, because I'll be honest with you guys, even a few months ago, I would not have made this video. I would have looked up to guys like Peterson and been like, yeah, he's great. Why would I ever knock him? And I'm not knocking him, but as you get closer to Christ, guys, he sanctifies your heart. You become more like Christ. We see how sinful we all are, myself included, guys. This is, I never make these videos and hold myself as part of this cool club. No, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost before anything. And it's up to us as Christians to do this, guys. I want you guys to wake up from this fake paradigm that Christians are just supposed to love everybody. Or maybe love is not the right word, but to tolerate. Because love, my friends, remember this, write this down. Love is not tolerance. I can love you without tolerating what you're doing. As Father's above me, as Christ above, loves everybody, but he hates our sin. He does not tolerate our sin. In fact, he came back. What did he say? He's coming with a sword to divide. Right? I got so many people say, oh, David, you're a fake Christian. You're judging other men. How dare you? Christ never judged. BS. Of course he judged. We are commanded to judge righteously. This is John 7:24. Right? A spiritual man judges all things, yet is judged by no man. This is how we evolve, guys. I want you to judge me spiritually and vice versa. Now, I need to make this clear. We do not judge hypocritically, meaning, let's say, I tell men not to glorify guys like Peterson or to glorify any man, but then behind closed doors, I'm glorifying a man. No. You see, as you get closer to Christ, you move towards the sanctification process, which is really cleansing your heart, and you're maturing as a Christian, which is you're resembling more characteristics of him. It's like peeling back layers of an onion. One of these traits that gets strengthened is discernment, is your ability to see things that beforehand we could not see. And I know a lot of you guys are going through this right now. Maybe, hopefully, I'm kind of waking you guys up, because I'm just a few steps ahead of you guys. I'm not saying I'm better, but Christ just chose to wake me up, and it's my job now to fully wake you guys up. That's all I care about. That's all my channel's about now. I don't care about self-development tactics. That all comes way, way, way after, right? You guys can see this. How sinful the red-pilled community is, or even just other individuals. We will all fall short, right? Tate was like this massive hero to everybody, and we all then realized, how he had the sex cam business beforehand, and that's how he got to start making millions. That is not an ethical thing to do, guys. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. That is not ethical. To steal man's houses, their livelihood, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and to lie to them pretending you're some woman who's gonna, date them or marry them or whatever. Meanwhile, it's just Tate doing that. That's a horrible thing to do. And that's something that you guys are really gonna have to accept. And I'm not just like pigeonholing or just calling him out. I'm calling all of us as man out. We can look super righteous guys on camera, these self-improvement guys who do no harm. BS. We have all fallen short of the glory of God. That's 1 John 1:8. If a man says he's without sin, then he's lying and the truth is not in him. We've all sinned. We've all fallen short. So at the end of the day, guys, this whole video is, look, yes, we can look up to men. We can respect men as we are commanded to. We should form brotherhoods and tribes and hierarchies. I respect my pastor. I look up to him. I really listen to everything he says, but I cannot worship him above God because he himself is a sinner. I'm a sinner. We're all sinners. And yes, although we're born again under the blood of Christ, and these sins are now, I don't want to say they're forgotten, but they are forgiven, right? That doesn't mean we willfully sin. I need to make that clear. I'll make more videos on this. We've still all sinned, and we all are sinners. We will continue to. So that's it, guys. I do believe now the world is waking up, and I think that's why that reel triggered so many people, because deep down they understood that there's a level of truth to it, and that those individuals are worshiping man. I don't care what man it is. And the biggest problem is these individuals are not worshiping Christ above. That's what it is. It's an antichrist spirit, guys. I want you to notice this. A lot of these big public figures will never openly declare their faith in Christ. Never. Never. Including Jordan Peterson. He views Christ, from what I know, as just a mythology, as merely an analogy of just, oh, look at the story of Christ. Don't take it literally. Don't listen to it. Don't actually apply it to your life. But, kind of view it as this almost book that you can try to emulate as like a moral compass. No. It is the way, the truth, and the life. It's not just some fictional, philosophical mind masturbation technique that we try to, dissociate, right? So I actually do believe Jordan Peterson is antichrist. You guys don't have to believe that. You can completely disregard that. Maybe he's coming to it. But I guarantee you, I can tell you right now, using my spiritual discernment, he's not a born-again Christian. And if he is, he's doing a very poor job at doing so, because he has millions of followers, and I have yet to hear him openly declare once, maybe you guys can send me the video, that he is a born-again Christian and he does not promote Christ whatsoever. Again, I don't care what man it is. I just use Jordan Peterson because he's a large public figure, right? And the public figures that I look up to and only look up to are those men who openly declare Christ is Lord. Even guys like Alex Jones, I'll be honest, I've heard him say it multiple times. I haven't heard Ben Shapiro, he's Jewish, Jordan Peterson, any of these quote-unquote conservatives. Most conservatives are anti-Christ too. That's, like, let's go deep, guys. The red pill, most conservatives, your politicians, they're all anti-Christ. All of them. All of them. This is what I was really trying to target. But they look like they're wolves in sheep's clothing. Even if they've done good works. You know what good works are equivalent to? Christ says, filthy rags. They mean nothing because we've all still sinned and fallen short. So that's it, guys. I'm just trying to really challenge the way you guys think. As I've been getting challenged by my pastor, and naturally my spiritual eyes, my discernment is growing every day. This will grow in your life as you begin to submit yourself to Christ. I'm no special dude. I don't have superpowers that like is only exclusive to me. No, this is the free gift that you can have, and there will be spiritual gifts. There are traits and fruits of the Holy Spirit that you will gain. Guaranteed, this will happen. So that is it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Again, excuse my tired eyes. I'm a sinner, guys. I'm going to get lazy at times. I'm going to get fearful at times. I'm going to put priorities wrong at times. I'm going to prioritize powerlifting too much over this, and it's going right? Stop worshiping men. Never worship me. I don't think you guys do, but I never want to convey that message, ever. I'm a loser sinner compared to Christ above. But all we can do is aim to be more like him every single day. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And I'll finish it here with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level, you guys know what is up. There is always one-on-one coaching where I can speak on topics just like this, pointing towards Christ, the ultimate authority, how to be more like him, being a middleman to that, or on a more practical level, improving things like your fitness, business, mindset, and relationships. That is that, guys. First link below. You can support Edge. Coupon code developed. Got that nice red tee. I'm going to go to bed right now, guys, and slowly, continuously improve myself as this process is never ending, the sanctification. It's a beautiful journey, and I just encourage you men to really properly order your priorities above. And as long as Christ is above everything else, I think it's fine for you to look up to men. But you must ask yourself, is Christ actually above? Or is your favorite politician or your favorite YouTuber? Because your YouTuber is not going to take you to heaven. Your YouTuber did actually nothing for you. Including myself. I can just point. So thank you guys. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you next video. Till then, much love. Peace.